uh, I'm going to go ahead and play a little theme music this time. I even got it ready. Oh, shit. Shit. Thank you, Donna. D-Virus, for doing the intro music for us. That's pretty cool. And the dude that's doing the drumming and shit on there passed away last year. So it's cool to have a piece of that, that we, that we can have, and that's pretty cool. So thank you, D. And
yes, indeed.
Evan, it's good to see you, my friend.
It's good to be seen. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. I mean, I'm not, but I am. You know what I mean?
I know, under the circumstances, but you're holding in.
Oh, yeah. But
you're mentally strong like me.
Right, right. And I want to have some fun on tonight's show. I don't want to, talk about my fucking problems, because we all got them. We're all adults, This ain't nothing. Ain't nothing.
Yeah.
So, anyway, man, I just want to send a big thank you to all the listeners for making last week's show one of our most watched in over a year. So that was awesome, man. I actually got an email from the people that I do the website through, and they were like, congratulations, and they threw this number, and I was like, how the hell did that happen? Like, a record number of people went to AlfromDtown.com last week and rewatched the video or watched it for the first time. So that was cool. That was cool
nice.
As hell. And I did run, I think we are running as an ad on a couple platforms. I didn't pay for it. I didn't have to. I just got a thing saying, hey, we're putting you out here. And I was like, okay.
They're promoting us.
Yeah. I'll take a little free publicity, And
we got these crazy or highest listeners yet. And that's one thing I fear, because it's like, I'm running out of stuff to talk about. My life is not that exciting. And I'm like, what else can I draw from for the next year? I think I got it all out there. What's left?
Dude, I don't think it matters. Because even like last week, we did our live show together. We did absolutely no show prep.
No.
Al, I have a perfect idea for your future when it comes to working. Don't worry, Mark. The OnlyFans page is coming soon.
Really? You got that going on?
Yeah, I'm starting that up. I'm getting the camera set up. I'm gonna have Matt Rice Construction come over and build me like a seesaw right over the bed. It's gonna be tits.
A seesaw, you say?
A seesaw, yeah. I got some kind of
plans.
Yeah, I got some perverted ideas that I'm going to put in play, but that will only be on the. We can't put that on Facebook, so it'll be the OnlyFans page.
Well, all I can say is you do need a new cam because I went back and watched the show from the other day, and you look like Casper. I'm like, wow, he does look white.
Oh, you
I
watch
don't
that show?
I don't see it on my computer though. Watching right now, you don't look too bad because I look pale as hell too to me. So maybe it's just my computer monitor. But yeah, I was watching on my phone and I'm like, oh my gosh, he looks like a zombie.
Yeah, I don't know what it. Well, I killed one of these lights too. I had one of these lights that's actually on the cam, and I kind of think that put too much light on me. And there it goes. It's going. I must have the autofocus on. I don't know why it doesn't keep the same settings. Every time I kick on this OBS Studios, which is what we used to broadcast with, every time I kick it on, like today, it had me so red. I looked like I had a bad sunburn. I was like, man, I ain't even been outside today. I went out and took the garbage out earlier. I was going to run and do a couple things, which in December, I am real. I pay attention to the time and when to go in the stores.
Oh yeah, you gotta be careful.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, you might find yourself in a crowd.
yeah. And I do not like that, man. So I mean, I kind of like if I'm gonna hit Walmart, I'm there like 2 minutes after they open the front door, so I can get in there, get what I need, and get out. They're
Yeah,
probably going back and watching the security cam, making sure I didn't steal anything because the way I run through them stores. And
yeah,
and then half the time I forget shit, and then I got to go to the dollar store. But that's cool, you know.
yeah,
I'm cool with that.
yeah. I do miss that about working when I did it. Work nights at Tate Law. I get off work at 6 in the morning. Hit the
Yeah.
grocery store. It's just you and a few stock boys and a checkout girl, and it's like I would blaze through there so fast. Nice.
I had a job where I went in at 3 p.m. and got off at 11. And this was when Cub Foods was on Pershing. And
Hmm.
I would go in there at 11 o'clock, and it would be me and the people stocking the shelves. And
Yep.
I loved it.
Yep. I
I
got that from
loved it.
my dad because he, being the bar business, he'd come home at 3, 4 in the morning, and my mom would always just, give him a list of stuff because she hated going to the grocery store, and my dad, for some reason, loved it. I just hate that shit. He loves going to the grocery store, but
I
anyway,
do if
he would
it's
do it
not
all at
busy.
3 in the morning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, I love it if it's not busy because then, I can sit there and, you don't feel rushed. And, if there's a crowd around the meat or the produce or something, you don't,
sure.
you're not feeling rushed.
No, it makes it easier, but I don't know. I'm just not a fan of going to the grocery store. I just put it off as long as possible, and I don't know. I hate it.
Right. Mark said, me and you need to start a classic car restoration business. Here's the problem with that, Mark, is Evan is good at that kind of shit. I'm not so much. I guess I can paint and, use a grinder and shit like that. But as far as like rebuilding motors and shit like that, I'm sure I can. I mean, I guess Evan could sit there and say, "Hey, show me a few things." That's the one thing about me. I learn shit quick.
Yeah,
I pick it up quick, and
yeah.
I'm not a complete idiot.
Yeah, some people are
You know.
mechanical. I feel I am, and some people are like anti-mechanical. And I know plenty of people like that, and you're not one of them. You're kind of in between, and you're just one of those, that's like, hey, this is my thing, but I can pick it up. But
Yeah, I can do
um,
it if I have to do it.
that's funny because I mean we don't talk about cars too much on here, but he must think we're like the Tappet brothers, like Click and Clack or whatever that show.
It'd be me
Uh,
more drinking beer and Evan cussing at me. Will you get over here and fucking hold this?
I've
I'm
thought
on
about it.
break.
I wish I was more on top of it. It wasn't so camera shy and into the whole video editing because there's dudes on YouTube. There's like, I don't know, Joe Blow's Garage and this and that. And these guys, hear me taking apart doing the brakes on a 96 Grand Prix or whatever like that. It's like these guys get tons and tons of views on this stuff. And I've watched some of them and I can tell going into them like you haven't done this before. But they're filming everything they do, and I'm like, look at the views. And after a while, this guy Eric's Garage or whatever. I heard the dude gets really huge checks. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Because the viewers, and I thought that's the way to go. These days, the YouTube videos, and I don't know, but he actually knows I have the Pacer wagon. Yeah, it's not something I publish too much.
Yeah, well, we talked about it last week.
Oh, about the Pacer?
Yeah, and then I showed a video, remember?
Oh, no, I don't.
Oh, well, I did. I showed a video.
Okay.
I showed a video of the whole garage.
I never went back and watched it.
Well,
Okay.
I think it was like one of the shorts or something to promote the show that was coming
cool.
up. So, yeah, now everybody knows what your garage looks like, full of cars.
And a mess. Yeah.
Yeah. He got that all from OnlyFans. Evan is known for his helicopter impression. Just saying.
Right.
Slapping knees, baby, slapping knees.
That's funny. Mark's got 15 gremlins. Man, we were in Springfield a couple years ago at a car show, and there was a green gremlin, dark green, black interior, 4-speed car, and we were both like, this is it. Right now, that would be a car I'd love to have.
Wasn't there one that was souped up and everything that had like the 15-inch slotted mags on it that ran around Decatur? Like in the 80s and 90s, it was dark green.
Probably.
I don't know if that was a gremlin. I thought it was.
Gene Wilder worked at Cat. When he retired, I think he had like 18 Mopars. I know he had a Pacer and a lot of stuff. It was probably Gene Wilder's, but yeah, I always thought the Gremlins were cool. Yeah. I've never been a big AMC fan, but me and the woman, we always wanted a Pacer, and so we found this Pacer wagon, which wagons are super rare. And this one's going to take a lot of reconstruction in the floor pans and all that stuff. But Mark says, "No, I'm not going to restore it and deliver it to you. This is the last. I think this is the last one I'm doing. And yeah, and me and the woman, when I get it done, we're going to drive to Colorado, and we're going to listen to John Denver. That's our goals.
Hell yeah.
That's going to be our honeymoon.
Right on.
Yeah, that's our plan. We're going to drive the Pacer to Colorado and listen to John Denver.
Right on. Well, you got to be available for the show, so be sure to find some Wi-Fi. Because I'm sorry, honeymoon is no excuse to miss a show. The only thing is, like funeral, I could see, especially if it's your own.
Yeah.
So it is, man. And that is, I tell you what, hello to everybody in the chat room real quick. And I do want to say, I did not think we were eligible for these, but apparently you can send us stars. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what we get for it. They charge you for the stars somehow, but you get like 100 free, and I don't know what it does though. I've been trying to kind of figure it out. I wonder if we get enough, we get paid. We get paid.
I don't know. Interesting.
They probably give us a Facebook badge. All the money they make off of us.
You'll get a symbol by your name.
You get a check mark. Daniel. Hey, Daniel is going to be not this Wednesday, but the following Wednesday. We're actually going to have him come over to the D-Town studio.
Really?
get on the other mic, and we're gonna have a three-way, Evan.
Oh no,
Yeah, and we're gonna put you in the middle.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a bologna sandwich, and you're gonna be the bologna.
Okay.
Oh, but so anyway, yeah, we got that coming up now. Wednesday, tonight is your last night. If you come in the chat room, if you said hi or something like that, um, we have taken your name. And what we're going to do Wednesday, so tonight is your last night. So what we are going to do Wednesday is spin the magic wheel. It's a free wheel that I found. But we're going to give you a number, and we're going to spin the wheel twice, and you got a chance to win a $25 Visa gift card. There's two of them, and the first place, you're going to get something a little extra. So there you go. Our ways of telling you, hey, we appreciate you listening, and, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
Cool
not,
deal.
yeah, and you're lucky I already, I already said I was going to do this, because I'm going to tell you what, Friday, I got kicked in the balls.
Yeah.
I got kicked in the balls Friday. I'm getting ready to change up careers and maybe try something different, and it's just really scary right now, you know. Which I'm going to stay doing the garbage for a little bit. Here's the thing. My small company sold out to a huge corporation. I'm not going to be able to do it because I've been with this company for 17 years, okay? I've never had a safety meeting. So I'm going to go to that to having a safety meeting every day.
Uh-huh.
I can't, come on, man. It's trash. You can train a damn monkey to do what I do. Okay? And maybe
Yeah.
you know what? Maybe as disappointed as I am that I'm no longer going, and a lot of it is the animals I encounter on the route. All my dogs, my horses, my donkeys, my goats.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big part of my day, and it's going to be taken away. You know, even if I go to work for this big corporation and they're saying, you know, oh, nothing's going to change, all this. Okay, I believe that to a point. I don't think it's going to change right away, but I think within 6 months it'll change. So maybe this is a sign for me to go ahead, because honestly, I was about ready to try to get out of the garbage, you know, industry, at least what I do as far as the residential and stuff like that. I've done it for a long time. I did it when these people were burning trash and I was dumping ash in the back of a truck. So I've been at it for a while.
Yeah.
And
That's well. All I can say is, and I hate to sound cliche, but I think this is one of those things where it'll be a blessing in disguise for you. And coming from somebody who's taken a lot of bullets, I've lost a lot of jobs, man. And I've even had, like, right now where I've had something good going and something happens in my life. I've taken a lot of bullets, man, and I've always bounced back, and it seemed like I've always came out ahead in the long run. So that's my only piece of advice or whatever. I don't know. I know you're not looking for it.
here's the thing. I mean, I have to go to this big corporation for a while.
Yeah. So you got time.
Because my bills ain't going to wait. My bills don't care. I can't call the people I got the loan through the truck from and say, hey, the small company I was working for sold out to a big corporation. I don't like working for big corporations. So can you just put a hold off on that truck payment? they're gonna laugh and hang up on me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Merry Christmas, Al.
I got to go for a while. I'm not gonna like it. I'm going pouting the whole time. I'm not gonna lie, but and I don't know. Maybe this is the, I'm not gonna say I haven't been looking, and I spent yesterday and the day putting in resumes and building my resume and shit like that. Because in a way, I'd kind of just like to get out of garbage, you know.
Yeah. Time for a change.
Yeah,
Completely understand.
right. I'm gonna see what the porno industry is looking like.
Yeah. Well, good luck.
Might start doing some porn. So.
Yeah, I don't know that it really pays like it used to, or if it ever did for dudes anyway. But
yeah, I don't think so. I think dudes, they pretty much, hey. And
I don't think Ron Jeremy retired like with fat stacks. I don't know. I think he's pretty much hurting.
Isn't Ron Jeremy? I think he's in prison.
I thought he was in a hospital or something. I don't know. He's pretty bad shape.
Oh, is he?
Did he get busted for something?
Yeah, hold on.
I didn't know if he got convicted. Poor guy.
I don't know if I'm gonna say poor guy.
I don't know why I said that. After I said that, I said, "Why did I say that?"
Ron Jeremy's serial rape case was suspended this week after the jailed porn star was asked to undergo a psychiatric evaluation. The 69-year-old, whose legal name is, yeah, he's pretty much out of it.
Yeah.
He was
69 years old. Wow.
Yeah, he was transferred to mental health facility after breakdown. Wow.
What a crazy one. Anyway.
Yeah, that dude, he kind of, well, I don't know. He was in a lot of pornos, but what an ugly porn star.
Yeah, they call him the Hedgehog.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I never really watched porno for the dudes anyway. But I don't know. I better watch what I say. It's going to be used against me.
No, you would think as a producer, you're like, you know what? There are women out there that probably, most likely we're leaving half our audience. Let's at least have guys that are somewhat
good.
not repulsive.
Yeah, and he had a big old belly, all hairy and
nasty, just hairy dude. Yeah, and not attractive, and it's just like, why this guy?
Anyway, you can pay just interest once a year. Oh, on my truck, somebody told me that.
And just defer defer a year's payment, just pay the interest.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah. I wouldn't want to, but
I know I'm kind of ahead on my payment. Like I've been getting my statement on what I owe for the month, and it's been zero.
Cool.
But I still keep paying it.
Yeah.
So I think and I pay over. I pay over what the actual almost $100 extra a month.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I've been doing that for quite a while.
It always helps your credit just to pay off a loan early. At both, like my 2 car loans that I had, I paid them off early, and it really helps your credit. And one of them I just paid off a month early. When I came down, I had 3 payments left. I just split it in 2 and knocked it out. But it does help your credit to pay off a loan early.
All right, Evan. Yeah. Hey, you want to do a little news?
Sure.
All right. China warns against eating canned peaches, mixing drugs to cure COVID.
Peaches and drugs to cure COVID?
Yeah.
Who would come up with something like that?
I don't know. Maybe they were listening to that band.
Presidents of the United States?
Yeah. I'll eat peaches in a can. They were put there by a man in a factory down south. Car thieves crash into a Nebraska restaurant after grandma yells at them.
Was she still in the car?
No, she wasn't. Lincoln police say it's looking for a group of car thieves who went on a crime spree this week. They stole a Jetta on Tuesday morning from Northwest 6th and West Butler. They drove to the stolen vehicle to Ace Hardware, where a victim says one of the thieves hopped into her Acura, which was running and unlocked. People, you got to quit doing that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You
Why
know,
don't you just hand them the keys?
right? But the suspect didn't get far as he immediately crashed into a pickup truck. Police say the thief then ran off and was picked up by the stolen Jetta to continue the crime spree. The two of them put on masks and jumped into another running vehicle, but then quickly learned 3 children and their grandmother were still inside. Police say the grandma began yelling at the thieves, who crashed into the restaurant, causing $8,000 worth of damage.
Dang.
The crime spree continued even after that.
But wait, there's more. It's got Billy Mays written all over it.
One of them got into his red Chrysler 200, which was also running, before driving off with it. Right now, that's the only vehicle still missing.
Everybody just leaving their shit running everywhere.
Man, quit doing that.
Take mine.
Yeah, you might as well put a flashing sign in the window
Take this.
that just says idiot. And most thieves are going to know. This is a cool story, Evan. Porsche pirates strike in reverse, returning packages they stole from a family.
Well, that's good news.
Apparently, they opened the boxes to find several toys and a note from Grandma. So, yeah, that's good. I mean, you know, they probably...
They had a moment of consciousness and...
Oh, just 1 month? Oh, Jason saying you can just pay your interest.
Oh.
1 month. That ain't going to help me.
No.
Hamburger thrown at McDonald's employee. Evan, it seems like we do these once a week. Somebody, wasn't it last week, the Taco Bell employee got Taco Bell thrown on him?
Somebody's getting irate these days and they're taking out on fast food worker.
Pennsylvania State Police are investigating after somebody threw a hamburger at an employee in a McDonald's drive-thru in Clarion County. I know I shouldn't laugh. Uh-oh, the driver of the Ford F-250 pickup threw the hamburger. Yeah, you got to watch them guys that drive them F-250s.
Yeah.
Straight assholes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he threw it at the victim, who was a 26-year-old Clarion man, before driving away, according to... why are the state police investigating this, though? I mean,
Yeah.
did it hurt the guy? Honestly.
No.
Okay, the guy's a douchebag. Yeah, so get a picture of his truck, put him on Facebook, shame him a little bit. Don't waste state police resources. Oh my God.
I understand. Yeah. Okay. People taking out fast food workers. It makes me wonder, like, the service these days. I don't go out, but the woman went out to Denny's with her son.
I love Denny's.
It was a couple weeks ago. There was the manager was cooking, and there was one girl that was doing waitressing the whole place and serving orders, bussing. One girl and one manager. The girl just is about to have a breakdown. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it makes me wonder what's going on in the fast food world.
Yeah, well, here we go. Here's another story. Evan, police. Customer shoots St. Louis KFC employee over no corn. I love those baby corn on the cobs. What do you mean you don't have any? And might I add, KFC, those little half corn on the cobs are fucking disgusting.
I wouldn't. I've
They are
never tried it.
soaked in water. I mean, when you get it, it's still pretty much dripping the water that they just boiled it in. And, ugh, yuck.
Yeah, corn's down on my list. I mean, I like some corn on the cob, whatever, but it's really down on my list. It's, I don't go to KFC for corn. I haven't been to KFC in probably 5, 6 years. I can't remember. It's went there for lunch with some workers, and we tore up that buffet. I know that. Tore it up, and that was it.
Yeah, I did like the KFC buffet. I'm with you on that, but I never got the corn on the cob because it was
No.
always swimming in water.
Right. It does. It just. Yeah. No. Thank you.
So people just need to chill out. Anyway, Evan, we're going to do your dollar trivia question right here. An overturned truck spilled loads of this Christmas dinner tradition and various other meats in North Carolina. Evan, for $1, what was spilled on this North Carolina highway?
A bunch of turkeys, butterballs. No.
No. What would be your guess number 2?
Canned hams.
Yeah, not
No.
canned, but
Not canned.
ham was the
hams?
correct answer. So,
No.
again,
You're right. I should have gone with ham.
Yeah, I
Turkey's
thought you
more
would.
Thanksgiving.
Right. Designer babies are now possible with new artificial womb.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah, design man. Look, here's my problem with babies. Babies are ugly, especially white babies. 99% of white babies when they are born are ugly, except
Yes,
to the
true.
except to the family and everything. I mean, they grow out of it pretty quickly, but when they are first born, they are ugly. I seen 2 of them born. Look, I ain't gonna front. I got 2 beautiful kids now. My daughter is drop dead gorgeous. My son is handsome. He's big. But they was ugly ass babies when they got. I watched them both come out, and I was like, "Oh, put that thing back in. He ain't done."
I've rarely ever in my life looked at a baby like, that's a good looking baby.
I
mean,
know.
like, and sometimes you're like, oh my God, that's an ugly baby. And you don't want to say that
Right.
ever. But
So now all these babies are gonna come out looking like fucking Brad Pitt. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna have a world full of beautiful people. We won't see it, but
yeah,
maybe just a bunch of Brad Pitt dudes walking around. I don't know if they should be doing that. don't mess with nature. I don't
yeah.
like that. It kind of reminds you of that. Oh, what was that show? There was a movie kind of like that where they, except they cloned you. Did you ever see that movie? It's been a long time, so I can't remember the name. But they cloned you for body parts, and then the clones actually started like getting smart, but they didn't realize they were just alive for harvesting.
No.
Yeah, it was a trip, man.
I'd like to see this actually. Sounds intriguing.
Florida police are searching for a thief that stole a lawnmower worth about $15,000.
That's a nice rider, I'm sure. That's no
Man,
push mower.
No.
Yeah, you can spend it.
Oh. Officers say a Skag Turf Tiger model. So these are the ones that like do the golf courses.
High end. Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
Like I said, you can spend that.
15,000. Wow. There was one more I wanted to kind of, and I lost it. Hamburger throw. We did that. Space Force. Oh yeah, a Space Force director investigated for wearing a chartreuse mankini around colleagues and keeping a case of sex toys in his office will keep his job.
Guy wore a mankini at work.
Yeah, and had a case of sex toys in the office. I ought to put in there I could never get fired. We
I
could,
would think that would definitely violate company dress code.
and before we get to Dave Moreland's stupid criminal, we'll end news on this Christmas story. You know, it's Christmas pageant time, Evan.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, when you do your pageants, you're working with kids anyway, which is tough. And then when you add live animals, sometimes things happen. Well, this Christmas pageant, the donkey ran away. So
damn.
He went and he went about a mile and a half away, did something, and right before the pageant was getting ready to start, he comes back. He comes walking right back in like, "Hey, I'm back." So
that's a good actor. He knew.
So the Christmas pageant went on.
That's crazy.
With the donkey.
You had to have all the props and everything. I've been to one of those big church, big plays they put on and everything, and it's production. It's
yeah. Yeah.
I mean, them really bringing in live animals and stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh. I mean, I grew up in a church that was so small and so broke, I just couldn't believe it. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, and see, that the same thing happened to me. Believe it or not, I went to Maranatha when it was over off of Jasper Street, and I was actually baptized there. And we had sheep, and for our Christmas pageant and everything. And I played, what did I play? I played a wise man.
Of course.
Yeah, I did.
Just naturally.
I wanted to play baby Jesus, just lay there and do nothing.
They could bury your whole body in the whole prop, and it'd just be your head in this basket with the little
baby arms, doing a DX chop with it. Anyway, I think we might have two of Dave Moreland's criminal of the day, it looks like. This one comes from Rockdale County, Georgia, where the local sheriff's department posted a most wanted list. Oh, nope, this is the one you did last week, Evan. He felt...
Oh, the guy said, "What about me?"
Yeah, the guy felt slighted for the whole thing because he wasn't added to the most wanted list. Christopher Spencer posted, "How about me?" on the sheriff's office Facebook page. Bad idea. The cops quickly tracked him down and placed him under arrest.
Some people just want attention. They just want to be known for something, no matter what. He wanted his 15 minutes of fame. He got it.
What an idiot. You're a mean one, this one is called. 'Tis the holiday season, and as always, the bozos are coming out in force. Today's story comes from Traverse City, Michigan, where the cops were called to a disturbance at a Christmas party at a hotel. Apparently, a man in a Grinch costume got into a fight with another partygoer in a reindeer outfit. When the fight spilled out of the bar and into the lobby area, a hotel employee tried to intervene, and that's when things took a nasty turn. Instead of fighting each other, Mr. Reindeer and Mr. Grinch turned on the poor employee. With Mr. Reindeer shoving him to the ground, the Grinch then pummeled the poor guy, giving him a black eye and breaking his watch.
Oh, man, I would love to see video of the Grinch and Rudolph beating the snot out of some dude. What the hell?
The cops arrived and, after getting things under control, arrested the Grinch and charged him with assault and battery. Mr. Reindeer got a warning to be nice and was not charged. But why? If they both started beating up the employee, then Mr. Reindeer should have been charged too.
Yeah.
You know, something's funny there. But anyway, that's your news, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man.
Some craziness out there.
Oh, that was funny. That was funny. I do want to see video of that, and if somebody, although I doubt if any platforms would let you play it now. You know what I mean? They're trying to get away from violence and everything, so.
Yeah, but that's the good stuff.
I know, that's the stuff we want to see. I'm sure you can. You just have to go off YouTube or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's cameras everywhere.
Yes, there is. We are about done with the streaming show. So we do want to thank everybody that came in and checked us out last week, tonight, 2 weeks ago.
People must have been excited to see us. 30 comments.
Oh, really?
Why? Yeah.
Huh.
Like, what's that all about?
They know we love them. They know we love them. Hey, I want to, real quick, I know it doesn't mean much or anything, but tonight, I kind of want to take a second and dedicate this to everybody that's lost somebody over this year. And especially, I know I've buried a couple friends in the last month. And, to their families and everything that are going to have a rough Christmas. This is kind of dedicated to you, and man. Hey, I did not receive any notification that you were on. Well, Claudia, we are 7 o'clock every Sunday. So now you got to go watch the replay, Claudia.
Wow. It should. I mean, mostly if you follow something, it always gives me notification even. We get done with the show, my phone always has all the notes.
But
well, that's disturbing. I might have to call up Zuckerberg.
Yeah, we'll get this shit figured out, Claudia. But anyway, yeah, if you lost somebody this year, if you've lost a friend, family member, whatever, this show's just kind of dedicated to you. And just remember, man, life is short, so just be, I tell you every time I sign off, to be good to one another. And I mean that. That's not just something I say. And I practice that. I don't just say it. I try to be as good of a person as I can be. If somebody needs help, I help them.
It's the way to be.
And, even if it's like financially or, which, don't start messaging me and telling me you got a phone bill due, because I can't help you right now. But, if somebody...
Sugar Daddy Al all of a sudden.
Yeah, no, I'm not that dude. Trust me. I don't make that much. And, Tim, my friend yesterday went into the hospital, and he was having chest pains. And he walked in. They did like an EKG. They were begging him not to sign himself out. He signed himself out. Walked out and dropped dead in the parking lot.
Oh, man.
So
sorry.
Yeah, rest in peace, Tim. And about a month ago, I lost two friends. Same weekend. A buddy, Josh, committed suicide. And then my buddy, Corey, had a heart attack.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's been a rough month, man. That's why I said 2022 can just go ahead and end. So.
Yeah. Yeah, oh, I'm with you. This has been the worst year of my life.
Yeah,
I mean, really, it really has.
right, right.
It's really put, yeah, me to the test mentally and physically.
But
Yeah, it's been a rough one. I'm ready to see this one go. 2022 can kiss my ass.
right, right. So remember this Wednesday, folks, 7 p.m. Don't wait for your notifications. 7 p.m. Go to the Al from D-Town podcast page. We will be live. We are going to do, we will do the top 50 Christmas toys of all time sold at
Cool.
Christmas. So, you know, what the fads were. I guarantee you, I don't know if it'll be number one. I haven't even looked at the list, but you know, like the Cabbage Patch doll's going to be on there.
Oh yeah, Cabbage Patch and yeah,
I,
big
I,
one.
I bet you like the Nintendo, the first Nintendo, because I remember the lines for that back in the 80s.
Nataris.
Yeah. So, man, and then we will spin the wheel, get a couple winners for the $25 gift certificate. And you don't have to be present to win, you know, or anything like that. If you're in, we're going to get a hold of you and let you know you won. We ain't going to say,
Yeah.
oh, are you in the chat room?
Yep.
Yeah, Dave, I think you're right. G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip. Anyway, Facebook, we are done with the live. We're going to keep going with Chili After Dark, so be sure you come back and watch the replay, or no, only on YouTube and AlfromDtown.com. So, yeah, AlfromDtown.com. It does say the website uses cookies and everything like that, but we don't have any sponsors or run any ads or anything, so it does nothing. So don't let that scare you if you go to it. Oh, I don't want cookies and blah 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 blah. Don't worry about it, because we have zilch sponsors. In fact, since we started, I can honestly say we have made 0 cents from sponsorships.
And we've been approached by 0 sponsors.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I don't know. I think Playtex would be a good one for us. Because,
Oh, definitely.
look, we're 50-50 when it comes to men and women,
Yeah.
which it is a little higher on the men's side. I think it's 54-46. But still, there's a lot of chicks. So I think, you know, every once in a while that we should have to do a Massengill read or something. Feeling not so fresh.
Yeah.
Summer's Eve or something like that. And then for the guys, you know, we could get like Daiwa fishing rods. Anyway, guys, we're going to continue this conversation over on Chili After Dark. We love you. Peace. Evan, tell them bye.
Oh, good night, everyone, and Merry Christmas. Enjoy your week.
Be good to one another. We love you.
Later.
And that is done. Yeah, dude. That was that would be weird to get some sponsors, because, you know,
I think it'd be awesome.
yeah, but we do, most of our listeners are around our age. We have a couple that are in their 20s, a few in their 30s, few in their 40s. And then we even have some that are over 75 years old that listen to us.
It's my parents.
Well,
Yep.
well, we'll try to behave.
Oh, I know. I have to steer the conversation away sometimes before it gets really bad. I'm like, oh, yeah. No, I think they really enjoy it, from talking to them.
I know one thing I am really enjoying is the setup I did for tonight. As far as did you see on Facebook how it looked? We had the little scrolling thing, said Sunday
You got the brick wall.
Yeah, I dug that, which I can probably take that Sunday thing off right now. There we go. Because it said Sunday Night Live Facebook show. Which, if you're
Oh,
watching on YouTube or AlfromDtown.com, thank you very much. We love you. We do the Facebook for the chat room, and I guess we could do it on YouTube, but I don't think a lot of them people, like a lot of the older people, really don't mess too much with Facebook.
no.
I mean YouTube.
Oh, I think that's actually where my parents watch it.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe we will try to go live after the first of the year on it. So just see how it goes. See if we like the chat room and stuff. I'll just have to figure it out. I think I tried one time, it wouldn't let me. But I think now we've got enough videos on that. You got
Yeah.
anything, Evan, for Chili After Dark?
No, I was kind of looking through my list. I've been so busy lately, and there's something that came up, and I was like, "Oh, that'd be something good to talk about." And then I didn't write it down. I forgot. So I kind of keep a list of something. We I always throw you weird interview questions. And I meant to look up some more. We talked about last meal. Excuse me, last meal. If you were on death row, did we cover that? I know we wanted to revisit it
Yeah, I don't think we did that show.
because I had thought about it, and I was like, I threw out something, and then I started thinking, in the last couple of years, kind of becoming gluten intolerant and all that stuff, all the Greek, s- you know, dishes and everything. I thought about how that would change, and I know, never mind. I
Oh,
don't know.
you're good, man. Yeah, I think maybe we did because I think I said something about I'd get a bunch of Mexican food.
You want them to clean up a mess the next
Yep.
day.
I mean, I want double ordered refried beans. I want double beans in my burritos. I want and I want a cup of beans to drink.
A cup of beer. Is that possible?
Yeah.
All right.
uh,
Moving along.
right, right.
Here's another question for you.
Okay.
Might spark some. What's your most embarrassing moment?
I got two of them really. The one I think we just talked about recently, when my stepdad and my mom walked in on me taking myself to Pound Town when I was like 13, 14 years old.
Look what I found.
Yeah. Hey, look what I can do. Ta-da! uh, I think I was sitting there and there was this girl in high school, man, and I was just infatuated with her. So out of my fucking league. I mean, just I wasn't even warming up on the team that she went out with because she dated damn near all these jock dudes, and they drove the nice cars in high school and everything else. And um, at the time, I had a good friend, Adrian, and he he boosted me up. You know, I didn't. I had low self esteem as a teenager and shit. I was the littlest dude around. You know, so he got me like he got in my head and got me boosted and everything. I kind of started dressing a little different and kind of did something with my hair. I got it cut off, and because at one time I had hair past my shoulders, and so I got my hair cut and I started kind of dressing a little nicer and everything. Well, I'm sitting there and I'm walking down the hall and I'm talking to this girl, and I'm walking with her and we're laughing and everything. And her friends are all kind of looking and pointing and everything like that. Well, I walk right into like the glass that's next to the door. I walk into this face fucking first, man. Hard enough where my nose started bleeding.
Oh shit.
So I turned around and just walked the opposite direction and just walked away.
Yeah, you lost.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can't recover.
no. And I never, I think I talked to her maybe when I was 20, 21, 22. She was in a bar that I was in, and we got to talking. And of course, by then she was engaged and everything like that. And, but yeah, I told her, I said, man, I was like, I was getting ready to ask her out to the dance because I knew she had just broke up with this dude. And I was getting ready to make my move, man. And that that wall, kind of like what life's doing to me right now. It just walked smack dab into that some bitch. But I was okay
Wow.
then, and I'll be okay now.
Did you discuss that with her? I mean, like when you talked to like, do you remember that day, or did you even like, or did you not even want to go there?
When I when I met,
Walked into the wall. Did she see that?
yes, she saw it, and she said, I. She goes, yes, and she goes, I felt so bad because all her friends just started laughing.
Oh
And
man.
back then, um, and I don't know about high schools now, but it was so clicked up. You had your groups, and I was in the, I was coming from the metalheads, which now they didn't accept me because I cut my hair off. The preppies didn't accept me because I used to be a metalhead. The jocks didn't accept me because I really didn't do shit. I did play baseball, I think my freshman and sophomore year, but I didn't like it. I didn't like the locker room shit. And, like I said, me being the smallest guy, I got bullied a lot,
Yeah.
So, but never even thought about shooting up a school or anything like that, man.
No,
So,
no, I was a runt too, but no, never felt it.
no, and I hate that excuse now. Oh, he was bullied into it. No, come on, man. I was bullied. I've been bullied my whole life. In fact, I just dealt with, kind of being bullied not long ago. So, I mean, it is
Wow.
what it is. How you walk away from it, how you deal with it, and if you were given the tools to deal with it.
Correct. Wow.
But yeah, it's a man. It's a crazy time for me.
Oh, I understand that. Um, any uncertainty in your future, I've been there, many a time, so I feel you.
Yeah, and look, if it was 20 years ago, I think I'd be dealing with it a lot better. But when you think you're going to end your career with one place, and then it gets dropped on you. But I kind of look at it as this might be some doors opening for me that I can finally get out. This
Y-
might be the push that I actually needed.
Yeah. Well, you've had offers before many times. People, right on the spot want, hey, I want you to come work for me, and
Yeah. Yeah.
you've done your thing, and I understand you you enjoy the freedom your job brings. I mean, you're kind of like your own boss, and
Right.
I think, and I can see you totally worried about all of a sudden you got this structured environment where some dude said, "Hey, you were supposed to be here at this time, or you were supposed to work till this time," and it's like, no, I do my job and go home.
Right.
This is what I do.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
And
Um,
I do have to go with this new company for a while, but and the bad thing about it is now I got to slow down because I didn't take lunch. I didn't take your 2 15-minute breaks you're allowed. So I mean, they're gonna take an hour out of my check. So I'm gonna have to either start taking lunch, pull over and shut the truck off, and uh, you know, So I got to go for a while. I just don't think it's going to be long term. I almost feel me out of there within 3 months. And I've already, like I said, I've already started the process of putting myself out there.
Sure.
And
But
the video that I put yesterday, Saturday morning of explaining what was going on, man, I got so many people messaging me, "Hey, come here, tell them, put my name on this." But so I mean, I'm a hell of a worker, and part of the reason I don't want to go to a big company is because I will give that company 110%. And in those big corporations and shit, you won't see the gratitude.
most likely not, but there could be a chance that this could move into a higher position where they say, we need somebody to manage over all this, who knows this area, who knows this, and you've been at it a long time, and
Now,
see what happens, ride
yeah,
it.
and if they offered me a management like a route manager up there, I'd probably take it. I'd probably take it.
Hmm.
And even though I don't like big corporations, I still got to make money.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I don't have a backer or anything like that, because somebody was like, a couple people turned at me and was like, "Why don't you get a truck?" And and I could, if I honestly could afford or had the credit to get 2 or 3 garbage trucks. And I told all them farmers, "Hey, the company that you got just sold out. I could take so many stops off of them, And I don't even know if I'm supposed to be saying shit about it, but I don't give a fuck. What are they going to do? Fire me?"
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, right now, even a Class B CDL is in such demand.
Yep.
So I'm going to shop myself.
Yeah.
You know, I,
Drivers are in demand big time.
look, and I'm not going to lie. I put in a resume with the other big company, because they know me. And I was like, shoot me a price, right now. And if it's not something I like, I'll go do something else.
And the world's yours. It
I,
really is.
I've started here before. I bet, and I'm not even at the bottom. To me, this is just a small setback. And it's going to change some things. But in a way, I think it's going to be good, because here's the problem with working the salary like I was doing. I would go in there and I would run. I was running. I'm damn near 50 years old. By the time I got home, I was so tired, I just wanted to go to bed. I'd get up for a couple hours, I'd eat, do a few things, mess with the house plants or whatever, and then I'm back in bed, because I ran myself stupid.
Yeah.
Because
You can't do that forever.
not only am I out there and grabbing that garbage and filling up a truck every day, but I'm putting in over almost 800 miles a week. So I got a lot of driving I'm doing too.
That's
So
fatiguing.
yeah, and I mean, you don't have time to take that half-hour break. When you're 3 counties over, you're like, man, I got to get back. I got to get back to Macon County.
Yeah. I'm sure driving a truck is not like driving a new Lexus for 800 miles. You bounce, it wears you out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've got some old cars and I've taken some road trips on them, and they just, I drive a couple hours in them and I get out, I want to run away from it. I'm just
Yeah,
like, well, I'm done.
and you got to think, I'm not on highways. I'm running country roads that are, that you run 40, 45. You're hanging on and just, getting the shit beat out of you.
Yeah.
And it's rough on you. So I don't know. You know, I do know one thing. I'm gonna be okay because
Absolutely.
um, it was a shock, you know, and I didn't want it to be true, but it is. So I just gotta move in, move with the flow, and if something happens, I can take a different direction. I might just turn this old boat around.
There you go. It's rough. When I lost a job once, I got fired from a job right before Christmas, and it was like that's just a horrible time. You got family dinners, you got all that crap, and oh, how's things going? Well, actually, that's just a horrible time. It's cold. You don't want to be looking for a job. And man, I'm sorry, it just sucks.
I just got a thing from Claudia say, "Hey, how do I get to Chili's show?" uh, it's an after show. I'll send you the link when we're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't do this one live. We did last week. That was fun, dude. I really enjoyed that show last week.
Yeah, it was a good time. And it's crazy that we walk out here with nothing to talk about.
I know. And we feel and hell that was a what was that? I think
It was an hour and something.
it was an I think it yeah, hour and 20 maybe. Yeah, it was crazy. I was like hold on, I'm finishing this um yeah, so I don't understand. Well, it's like tonight. I didn't expect that. I was like, man, I don't have nothing to talk about. I did sit down here around 5:30 and started looking at some show stuff, and then I just happened to. I looked over and saw one of my plants and was like, man, that thing needs pruned, and got up, started messing with plants, and I just grabbed my phone off the bar and I clicked it and it said 6:54. I was like, "Oh shit." Cuz I usually call you around 6:45.
Yeah, I thought, uh-oh. Should I call him? I'm like, are we not going to do this today? I kind of worried for a minute.
Oh, it was me being dumb.
I'm like, okay, I'll give him to 5 till, and then I'm going to call him.
Uh, yeah, you should have. Shit. Although I had everything ready, so we weren't uh we weren't too late. I think we're maybe a minute. But so next Wednesday we will do a show. Uh, I I guess we should have said that when we left the other show, but on Facebook Live because we won't be live next Sunday, right?
No. Right.
Yeah, next Sunday's Christmas. Did you want to try to do a small show Friday the 23rd?
We can. We
Okay.
can, sure.
I just didn't know, because I know Saturday's Christmas Eve. I don't want to do that because I know you're probably going to be dealing with family and stuff like that. And then,
Yeah. Yeah, we've had an invite to my parents, but I don't know. So I might come to Decatur that night, but I'm not sure.
okay.
So yeah, I don't know about Saturday.
Yeah, so we'll jump on here, do a little thing Friday night. That'll be your Christmas show. But yeah,
Yay.
but
I'll have to dig out my Santa hat.
right. I don't even think I have mine. I think mine got ruined during the house fire, and I never bought another one.
No, I had one, but I moved, so you know how that goes.
Right. Yep. It's somewhere.
It's somewhere.
I don't know. We found a bunch of stuff last week. I wore a horse head. I put on that snowman head.
We got a basement full of stuff.
Oh man, that was a great time last week, man.
I fear I have a hoarder woman,
Yeah, I kind of think that.
And you have an anti-hoarder. Kim would always throw everything away.
Y-
You'd get upset. Kim throws everything away, and
Well,
we've got the opposite. We've
wait a
got
minute, because here's the thing that I got mad at. When she would go down and say, I'm cleaning out the basement, that meant all my shit was getting thrown away. And, shit that she thought was garbage wasn't. I mean, there's some of them VHS porno movies that I can't buy anymore.
You got a VCR still?
No.
Actually, I think we do.
I think I might have one over there in the basement. I am not 100% sure, though. I honestly think a lot. And I hated having that house fire, but I'm not going to lie. It cleaned out so much clutter. I got rid of so much shit I was holding on to that I shouldn't have been. That was like, man, that's junk.
Yep. That was moving for me, yeah.
Right. But, well, Evan, let's go ahead. We gave him damn near 20, so let's go
Yes,
ahead.
we did.
Yep. Let's call it a night, and then, hell, we'll be back on Wednesday.
Yep.
So tell them bye, Evan.
All right. Good night, you wonderful people. And thanks for hanging with us, and have a wonderful week. And like I said before, Merry Christmas to you. Or Happy Holidays if you need that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Season's greetings.
Whatever you're doing, just be happy about it. All year, too, not just on, the holidays. But I know people try to be good to one another during this time of year, but man, just think if we could do that year round, how great life would be.
Yep.
If I only had a dream. Okay, folks, we love you. Peace. Be good to one another, and we will see you on Wednesday.
Yep. Later.
Ciao.